In this video, you'll learn how to format APA in-text citations. A standard APA in-text citation includes the author's last name and the year of publication. If you do not say the author's last name in the sentence, then the citation goes at the end of the sentence. You'll put this citation in parentheses. You'll have the author's last name, a comma, and then the year of publication. You will then close the parenthesis and add a period at the end. If you say the author's last name in the sentence, put the year of publication in parentheses immediately following the author's last name. So what do you do if your work has two authors? If you do not say the author's names in the sentence, then the citation will go at the end of the sentence. You will list both authors' last names in the order in which they are listed in the publication. Use the and sign between the authors' last names. If you are saying the author's last names in the sentence, use the word and between the author's last names. What happens if you have three or more authors? If you have three or more authors, use the last name of the first author listed in the publication. Then use the phrase et al. After that author's last name. For example, Jones et space al period. The period only follows al, not et. This technique is used both in the citation at the end of the sentence as well as if you say the author's last name in the sentence. What about unknown authors? Sometimes a work does not have an author listed. If that is a longer work, such as a book, you would use the book's name in place of the author's last name. In this case, because it is a longer work, the name of the book would be italicized. If you do not know the author of a shorter work, such as an article or a web page, you would put the name of that work in quotation marks. When you're placing the citation at the end of the sentence in parentheses, make sure you put the comma between the author and the year before the closing quotation mark. Sometimes we don't know the date of publication for a work. In these cases, use the abbreviation N period D period where the year of publication would go. Make sure that the N and D are both lowercase. I also want to point out here that it is possible for an organization to be an author. So keep that in mind as you're looking through works. In these cases, the organization's name would go where the author's last name would go in the citations. If you use a direct quote in APA, so if you are using the author's words directly, you need to include a page or paragraph number in your in-text citation. If you do not say the author's last name in the sentence, you'll add all of the information at the end of the sentence. For example, author's last name, comma, year of publication, comma, and then a lowercase p followed by a period to represent the word page, a space, and then the number of the page. If you say the author's last name in the sentence, you will put the year of publication in parentheses directly after the author's last name, and then you will put the page number information at the very end of the sentence. If your quote spans multiple pages, use the abbreviation PP and then a period to represent the word pages. Note that there is only one period after the second P. You would then use a space after the period and write the first page number, use a dash, and then write the ending page number. Sometimes works that we're citing don't have page numbers. This is often seen on sources such as web pages. What you would do then is count the number of paragraphs, and you would use that paragraph number in your citation. Like the page numbers, if you do not say the author's last name in the sentence, all of the information goes at the end of the sentence, and your paragraph number information will follow the year of publication. To abbreviate paragraph, you use a lowercase p-a-r-a and then a period. Then you put a space and then the paragraph number. If you do say the author's last name in the sentence, the author's last name will be followed by the year of publication in parentheses, and then at the end of the sentence, you will have the paragraph information. So the three things that you need for APA in-text citations include information about the author, whether that be the author's last name, the organization's name, or if an author is missing, the name of the work. You also need the year of publication, and you need a page or paragraph number. Please like and subscribe for more videos.